Hey guys, and welcome to the update video for the Q&A. Um, the reason this was not up on Halloween was because I was thinking that more people were going to be putting in um, their questions and things like I had asked, but unfortunately, I only got a couple of comments on this, and so that's what I have to go off of. So I'm going to read you what the questions were, and then I'm going to talk about the people who actually responded and what they, wrote. So for question one, it was the new video game ideas that you guys had. If you guys had any new video game ideas, what you guys would like to see, then, that was what I was going off of. What LP do you love that I'm currently doing? Which LP that I'm doing now could you do without? And which LP that I'm doing now you can't do without? So those are like three that you could pretty much answer all together. I wanted to know if you guys wanted to see videos on my new computer that I'm gonna be building. I wanted Halloween special ideas, like things that you guys wanted to see. The Q&A for the 31st, which is today, would have been the 31st, but it's 11/3 now. And then the contest rules, which was to submit a personal message, you finish your finished product. I had to say, let's play World of Warcraft, and then you could add your own name from YouTube, but it can't be too big. And then I said that ended on October 1st. These were the things that I was hoping a lot of you guys were going to answer, but I think I only got like 3 responses in this video. It was a little bit sad. And I personally was a little upset because I was looking forward to doing another Q&A for you guys, but it doesn't seem like you guys were really interested in it. So let me talk about the 3 responses that I've got, and we'll go from there. So the first response that I got was from Writer Junkie. And she responded saying videos on the new computer would be good. So she was for that. She thought a Halloween costume dinner party for The Sims 4 would be neat. The reason I didn't do the special is because I was sick that day. So I didn't actually record any videos, and I do apologize. I was really looking forward to doing a Halloween special, but I think I have like a really great idea for a Christmas special, and I might have one for Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely going to do those, and I wasn't going to do Thanksgiving, but I think that I'll do this now. But I think that they're going to be live streams. I'll get into that in a little bit later. Hopefully you guys will like it. She said for The Sims 3, a supernatural get-together would be good, and she wants to know what my favorite holiday is and why. My favorite holiday is, I guess I would have to say Christmas. The reason I like Christmas is because the way I was brought up is we all sat down, on the couch, in the chair, on the floor, wherever we wanted to sit. And we went around kind of like in a semicircle kind of thing. Where like, say my dad was at one end and my mom was sitting at the other end and us kids were in the middle. My mom and my dad would decide each Christmas between the people who wanted to handle the presents, which I was always that person. Me and my little brother always were those people. They would decide who was going to give who presents. So, like, if my mom decided that I was going to give my 2 sisters and my dad presents, then my brother would get presents, for himself and for me and for my mom. Because there were 6 of us. So, we could split it evenly, and it was really nice. We all took turns, and, we never fought on Christmas. At my house, anyways. And then we would actually take turns, like we would go in a cycle. So like, say my dad was at the one end, he would start off with a present, and we didn't all rip them open at the same time. So we took time to enjoy each other getting the presents from us and seeing what everyone else got for them as well, because, we didn't see everything. I mean, I wrapped a lot of the presents, but that doesn't mean I remember everything. And some of them I wouldn't wrap because my mom would do them. So we would take the time to, spend that time remembering what it felt like to be patient. And I think that's a good way to teach patience to children because they have to be patient for the others to open their presents first. And it just helped to remember that Christmas isn't about the gifts, it's about the giving from, giving to your family members or people that you care about. And that's kind of where I think Christmas is my favorite because I like to be able to give back to people. And like personally now, as you guys know, me and my family don't really have a close connection, and I've talked about this before. So I don't get that Christmas now, but I have my husband, and hopefully someday I'll have children as well. And I want to teach them the same thing. I want to do Christmas the same way. When, everyone's ripping open the presents at the same time, it's more about what you're getting at that moment than it is about what everyone else is getting. And I think that's why when we would stop and we would take turns for everyone, it made Christmas last longer. And it also taught us the patience and, that Christmas wasn't about the gifts. I mean, yeah, gifts are great. I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone knows this and everyone, truly believes this, that gifts are great. They love them. But Christmas is supposed to be about the gift of giving. And so for me to see my husband's face light up when I give him the video game that he's really been wanting, it just means a lot more than, ripping open the gift and, it's over. So that's why it's my favorite holiday. And I hope that makes sense to all of you. No offense to anyone who just rips their presents open, it's fine. But that's personally me. That's personally what I believe in. And that's why I like to do it that way. So yeah, that's it. Let's see what else you said. You said that Doomsday is your favorite LP and the one that you'd be brokenhearted if it got discontinued. And the Vampire Kingdom one is one that you don't really watch. Okay. Which is fine. I don't want you guys to be like, oh my god, she's going to discontinue. It's not true. I just want to see what you guys are more interested in for future LPs and things like that. You'd love to see some of The Walking Dead. Alright. And to be honest, that was just added to the schedule. It's coming up this week, I think. I already have the first episode recorded, and let me tell you, it was a good one. Let's see what else. I'm trying to just skim really quick. Alright, and she wasn't going to submit any screenshots for the WoW cover contest, which is fine. You don't have to. It's just an option. Okay. This is from Darth Pinky, excuse me. And it says, my favorite series at the moment is definitely The Sims 4 Four Sisters, which is a newer one. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's definitely good. So you should check it out. One that she says she can't go without is the WoW or the live streams that we've done together, which we haven't done one of those in a while. So Darth Pinky, if you're watching this, we need to do another one really shortly. Well, I mean, we did, but it wasn't like, you were watching it and it's different. I don't know. Anyways, she's not a big fan of having the 2 apocalypse challenges because there's one with Kara and then there's one with Lexamir. I'm just trying to read really quickly, guys. Just give me 5 seconds. And she wasn't going to submit a cover either because she didn't find herself to be creative enough. The whole point was just to submit one. Just saying, Darth Pinky. Her question for me was, do you plan to bring over any Sims 3 LPs or challenges to The Sims 4? I absolutely do. I kind of brought over the Sims 7, no, the 8 Little Sims, if you know that I made it the 8 emotional Sims. It's pretty much the same thing. But I know that you're talking about bringing over the characters. Um, while I was recording the Millman family the other day, I was thinking that why am I not doing this in The Sims 4? I know that I was building a lot for Mako and all that kind of stuff, and I was doing it more for a personal basis for my stories, but I'm really not sure. I want to bring over some LPs and challenges to The Sims 4. I just don't know which ones you guys would be interested in. That was kind of where I was going with this. But I don't think enough people answered for me to say, okay, we're going to bring this one over. So I was hoping more people were going to answer this for that fact, but they didn't really. I do plan on it. So if you guys have any, things that you want me to bring over to The Sims 4 from The Sims 3, because maybe you just, want to see how it would look in The Sims 4, I could certainly try. I did post the Millman family up for you guys to be able to download. So if you guys want to play with Derek and Cheryl, that's who they are. You could totally do that. I posted it into the gallery. Just go to my gallery and you should be able to find them there. So they are there. I was kind of thinking of discontinuing the Sims 3 Millman family and moving it to the Sims 4. I don't really know though, because I liked being able to play Mako, and I just feel like if I bring it to The Sims 4, there's not much there for them to do. And I kind of feel like Derek and Cheryl, when I started them, we were already at, I think, generations. So we already had, the firefighter career and stuff. So there's not those same careers. So I don't really know what I would do, but I do know that it's something that I'm thinking about, because I'd really like to be able to bring them over to The Sims 4 instead of playing Sims 3. I'm still going to play my own personal Sims 3 with them because they're, my favorite family, but other than that. And you said the fact about you is, you said, okay, this is what she wrote. Oh, darn, you know all about me and I know about you. Love. Sheesh. Okay, okie dokie. Though, if I must put something here, I'm an uber geek and love, love, love plushies, which I call stuffies. I am for the Horde all day, every day, new to The Sims, love to read. Buffy and Battlestar Galactica are my favorite TV shows. I love anime and Harry Potter. Lots of facts about me. Cammy, Darth Pinky, Misi. Alright. And you loved the update cover. Oh, gosh. I didn't see a fact from Writer Junkie. I looked for it, didn't see it. I don't know if I'm overlooking it, maybe. Okay, I don't think there is one. And then the last person who commented here was Milo and Cuddles, and you said, could you do a Nancy Drew Let's Play? Nancy Drew, I think I have quite a few of them, actually. So I could probably do them. I'm not going to lie to you. I could probably do a lot of games kind of like that. So if you're interested in Nancy Drew, I will look into it. I definitely will. Misi did not give me an idea for video games, so that was an out. But as you noticed, there wasn't a lot of people. I mean, every one of you who did comment, I appreciate every comment that you put. It does mean a lot that you took the time to actually answer. But I was hoping for a little bit more. I was hoping you guys are going to try and, find out more about me. I really liked the questions that you guys gave, and I hope you guys understand where I'm going with them. But that's really, again, Misi, that's really where I was going with this, to bring over the Sims 3, Sims 4 LPs. I mean, you said yours was a Sim 4 Sisters, so that's already in the Sims 4. There's nothing I can really do there. I do have a couple of plans, I think, that I'm going to do with that. Gonna try my best. It's going to be more like a story than it is just an LP. So I'll plan each episode out, and that's what I think is going to be the best for that. But yeah, I can't bring WoW over or anything like that. And hers was Doomsday, which I do plan on doing the second Doomsday in The Sims 4 if I can. I don't know what the rules are on it and everything, so I don't know how that's going to work. But I was thinking maybe we could do the Doomsday challenges there, but we'll have to wait and see. I was also thinking maybe bringing over some of the LPs that I've stopped doing because maybe I couldn't do them or something like that anymore. I don't know. We'll have to look into it and see. I know that they're putting up a lot of different challenges now, and I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what comes up. But I know that a couple of my LPs are getting really close to ending, and I'm going to have the time in those spaces where I could definitely go ahead and probably put one of the Sims 4 in. So I do plan on doing it. And I thought because the Millman family is so well known on my channels, maybe they would be the best to start with. And I did make them. Derek looks a little funky do, but that's okay. I did my best making them, and I plan on doing that. But it's up to you guys. Would you guys rather to see the Millman family on The Sims 3, where I build and Mako as well? Or would you rather see them on The Sims 4, and we just start over and we'll just keep them going forever? We'll keep them going through the whole entire Sims 4, episode or expansion packs. It's up to you guys. We would really see them grow, let me tell you. But that would be really fun, I think, because we're starting from the beginning. And when I started my LPs on my channel, it was a lot more into The Sims 3 than it is for The Sims 4. So we could do that. We could keep them going throughout the whole thing. So it's up to you guys. Anyways, I appreciate every one of you writing to me. Thank you for letting me know some LPs that you guys are interested in seeing. It really does mean a lot. I will definitely look into the Sims 3 LPs going over to the Sims 4. I think that would be a lot of fun. I even thought about doing the Bachelor Challenge, which, let's be honest, that was really hard. But it would be really fun because it's got that date thing. So that would be good. That would actually be a really good idea, actually. Maybe I'm going to do that now. I think I might do that. That would be fun. Yeah, so definitely let me know. And again, I appreciate every one of you guys commenting and, just taking the time out of your day to comment on here. It does really mean a lot. It shows that you guys are really like the greatest subscribers ever. And I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.